Personally, I think that the best advice to give to future freshmen or freshmen right now would be to try as hard as possible because I feel like I did so little in freshman year and my classes were so easy or easier than they were now. And yeah, I feel like my GPA is suffering because of like what I made, like the mistakes that I made during freshman year. And I would say also to make sure you take as many APs in sophomore year so that you can catch up with the college credit.
If you have free time in class, do work because you don't want to be up till really late.
Have an agenda. It saved my life many times and it keeps you organized. Good luck.
After the first semester, don't lose track of organization because that goes a long way.
I have 3 words for you, and I cannot stress them more. Don't be late. It sounds really stupid, and I was never late in middle school. I don't know what middle school you're coming from, but Gables probably starts a lot earlier than your middle school. And I have to tell you, I learned the hard way that being tardy is not something you should do because I got 46 tardies last year, and I was in about 5, 6, 7 extracurricular activities, and I couldn't participate in any of them. And it was like the worst thing in the world. And I had nobody to blame except myself. And it was pretty terrible. So don't let that happen to you and come to school on time, or else you will cry and they will kick you out of every club that you're in.
Always pay your class fees on time, or at least at the end of the year. So then by the time that you're a senior, you don't have a bunch of fees piled up and you don't have to wait in line forever at the treasurer or do any of that. It's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of problems if you just pay on time for all your class fees.
Part of your schoolwork, don't forget about your health. Be sure to stay hydrated. I wasn't. I went to urgent care like 11 times, but that's that. So yeah, Gables, there's a lot of school spirit. Try to get involved with extracurriculars.
Join as many clubs as you can. Join sports. Try to be as social as possible to make this new experience a little easier for you.
Like the classes that you're going to be deciding to take, make sure that they all have some sort of like flow in it. Make sure you actually get yourself involved in clubs. I was never really active in any of the clubs except for Best Buddies, but speech and debate, like that's something that I wish I would have continued to do, but I did it my first year and then I was like, I don't have time for this. But I look back and I'm like, wow, the skills that would have left me like for what I want to do in the future, that would have been amazing. So yes, get involved with stuff that like figure out what you enjoy and make sure you involve yourself in clubs and classes and activities that all kind of have to do with that, because that's going to look really, really good for your college applications. Good luck, you guys.
It's important to have fun too and to not focus on only like academic stuff and to enjoy the time that you have like with your friends outside of school.
That you should stay focused on academics, and I know there's like times when you want to go outside and have fun with your friends, but you should also think about what you have to do and for your grades, because sometimes when you apply to college, that's like what matters the most, so that's really important.
Make sure you figure out before you enter high school what it is that you care about, whether it's like friends, academics, or like really what college you're about, and then how to manage your time into figuring out how you want to use that time to do what it is that you actually want and care about.
To cherish your time here, because college obviously is going to be another 4 years of something completely different. So just wherever you are, try to enjoy that moment, and just make good memories with your friends and the people around you. Like definitely cherish your family, and just specifically like just having a good time.
Socially, the best thing to do would be to make as many friends as possible, because everyone at Gables is so welcoming. Even if you're even if you're such an introvert, I think that the best thing to do would be to make a lot of friends, because everyone honestly, like even if you're not friends with the freshmen, everyone else, like every other grade, just wants to be your friend. And I think that's the best part about Gables, because everyone is so welcoming and nice.
So some of the advice that I would give freshmen is definitely get involved with your extracurriculars at school, because like clubs and team sports, because even if you don't love it completely, like 100%, and you're like, oh, this is something that I want to do for the rest of my 4 years in high school, or even the rest of your life or after high school, you're like, you learn new things and you get new experiences and exposed to new people that you're gonna maybe like, and you're gonna grow a friendship with them. And also, don't take anything that you have, like any relationships that you have with people to heart, especially negative ones, because people are growing in high school and they're learning new things and they're growing as their own person, and you're going to be growing as your own person too. So even though you might not get along with them your freshman year, you're gonna probably get along with them your senior year, because you're going to be different people.
The best advice I have is to not be afraid of taking a risk, whether that be academically, socially, whatever it is. I feel like the biggest payoff comes when you do things you least expect. So don't be afraid to hang out with someone you haven't hung out with before. Take risks within reason, and they can really pay off.
Get involved as much as possible, but like a realistic amount. So I did sports, so I was in water polo and in swimming. It was a great experience. I got to be one of my best friends, and I just it was amazing to have something to look forward to after school, games, events, tournaments, all these things. And also, it's a great way to get a leadership position.
To not slack off freshman year. You think that it's going to be super easy and it's not going to matter, but really it does. It's going to affect your GPA a lot. And when you get to senior year and you're struggling, you're going to wish you had done really well freshman year so that your GPA can be high. And it makes you struggle while you're applying to colleges and stuff. So yeah.
Also to have a really good support system with your teachers. For example, I'm really stressed in school right now, so through cheerleading I got close with my coaches, so whenever I feel stressed or I feel sad I could just go to them easily. And it's really good to have teachers who support you and you're close with them, because they can be really helpful in school.
If you're going to join a club, which you should probably focus on joining smaller clubs, because I feel there's more room for individual growth. And if you want to base, for example, your cast project around that, you can do it, and it'll be easier to do it through smaller clubs because there's less people.
Be yourself, to really take these 4 years and take it as you, do as many things, get involved. I know that they will tell you to get involved, but actually get involved, make your mark. You will have so many opportunities to actually be a voice to other people and to yourself, so actually take advantage of that, actually do it. Get involved in so many things. Discover who you are, discover what you like, discover what your passion are, and really take these 4 years and enjoy it, because these 4 years will go by really, really quickly.
My advice to freshmen is you have to join clubs. There are many different clubs in this school with different interests. If you like speech, there's speech and debate. If you like business-oriented things, there's FBLA. If you want to be with other people in IB, if you're in IB, there's IBHS. So there's many different clubs, and there's really something for everyone, and that's one of the things I love about this school.
My advice to you is to always prepare and study for your tests, because you never know how hard they might be.
Is embrace the diversity in Core Gables, and how lucky I am to have such different friends, and they're all just different from different places, or they have different stories.
Some advice I have for coming into Gables is just be yourself. It might be lonely at first coming into Gables because you're not really used to the atmosphere, but over time you'll make friends and a good group of people who will be there for you, and you'll really find the people who are meant to be with you.
One thing that I've learned is how to better my time management skills, and that comes with the rigor of the courses you're taking. I think that challenging myself to take rigorous courses and doing a lot of things like playing competitive soccer and playing soccer for the school and being in things like Gables Earth and IB National Honor Society and things like that. I feel juggling all those things at one time has helped me further my time management skills, which will be useful in college.
Both Gablettes. So being involved in school activity has helped me a lot throughout the years, because since I just came from Brazil right before high school, and Gables was my support system where I could go whenever I needed help. So any advice to freshmen to really be involved, so you can have a group inside the school that you can go to for help.
My advice to freshmen would be to join other clubs, just because they teach you new skills. For example, my freshman year, I remember I was so crammed with homework, but then I met Julia, and she opened my eyes to Gablettes. And once I joined Gablettes, they taught me how to manage my time effectively, and that's helped me so much in IB now that I know how to do everything on time. Stay in school, kids.
Start out strong. Don't start off weak. Don't slack off because of any of your new friends in high school. Always keep them grades up, join new sports, do extracurricular, and just have fun.
Try to get involved in the publication as soon as possible. I got involved in the online publication called Castaneda my junior year, and it's just allowed me to grow more as a person. I've been more outgoing. I've been more involved in school activities.
Just be prepared. Get ready to make new friends. Be able to open up to new people. Be able to make friends. Get to know your teachers. Be good with your homework. Wear uniforms so you don't get in trouble. Just be ready. It's going to be fun, and you're going to really have a good time, and I hope you enjoy your high school years.
You have to concentrate on your time management skills and make a good habit of it, so that once you're get into junior, senior year, you already have things down packed.
It's a really good idea for freshmen to like join sports and stuff so you can get new friend groups, go outside your comfort zone, and really just like try and enjoy your experience here at Gables. And
Go to class every day. Start off strong because I cannot stress it enough how important it is to try your best your first years of high school. You should also find something that you like to do. Like for example, I'm in JRTC and the program has helped me so much. I've made so many friends and we get to go on trips together, and it just made my high school experience overall the best years of my life.
Don't try and be something you're not or something you think you should be. Just develop at your own pace and do whatever you want to do.
Not slack, not procrastinate, get work done, get your GPA as high as possible, because later on you're gonna need it for colleges and stuff. And although right now it seems like it's not important, it's gonna be very important. And as long as you get it done now, you won't have to worry about it in the future. And get involved, into as many clubs as you can, because it's also really important for college and it's gonna help you in the long run as well.
Care about your APs. Don't procrastinate on them, because that extra credit could actually help you out a lot and save you a lot of money.
Think of yourself as an individual. Think of yourself as who you are. You've come here to be yourself, represent yourself, and put your health, your mental health above everything. Because you can finish the project, you can do the homework, and procrastinating it sucks, and I get it. But think about it in the terms of you shouldn't be having mental breakdowns while completing homework. That's not healthy for you. It's not good for you. And more than anything, have hope for yourself.
Don't buy Pop-Tarts and don't buy bagels every day, because they're overpriced and you're gonna get really, really fat. And you have to save that for freshman year of college. So be good, don't spend any money.
A piece of advice I have for incoming freshmen is to join a publication. Honestly, I'm in Catharsis and it honestly changed my life, and it's so much fun to be part of this community, this little group that enjoys the same thing you do and is passionate about the same things as you are.
The number one advice I could give you guys is to make sure to find an activity you enjoy to de-stress, because sometimes when junior year, especially when everything gets super hard, you think that all you gotta do is school. But if you do that, you're definitely going to burn yourself out. So for me, it was playing softball. So every day after school, I'll go to practice, and that was my 1 hour or like 2 hours to think about nothing else but what I was doing.
My tip is to just have your priorities right and do the best you can. Like, I know it's stressful and you might be scared, but just keep everything, be organized and start out the year well and the school well, so that you can continue that flow of goodness you feel.
So first of all, you need to show up and always be prepared. You have to be very organized in order to keep all that homework in your head. You just can't. So you need to be organized. You can have a planner, you can use a calendar, just anything. Make sure you get involved in the school. So these 4 years, you have to make them count. You can put them on your college applications. Just be involved in the school as much as you can. And it can help you make new friends. And it's good to have connections around the school, definitely. Make sure you're always focused. And just remember that freshman year is your transition year, so you want to start off right.
Not slack off, to study, work hard, and be very involved. Join a lot of clubs. Just be involved and do as much as you can to just keep up with your grades. Also study for your SAT, because junior year, it'll be coming soon.
The most important thing, for me at least, is to get involved.
Always take good notes in your classes to retain knowledge, and don't procrastinate.
So for incoming freshmen, it's really important for them, in order to integrate into that high school lifestyle. It's really important to get a set schedule, and that means when that bell rings at 2:20 after school, you're gonna have block periods. So you're gonna have 4 periods in a day, and when that bell rings at 2:20, you're best off doing maybe an after-school activity like a sport, or maybe doing a club like a chess club or wizards club or hip or Gables Earth, a club like that, just to keep you occupied and to keep your mind on the ball. And that's gonna help you it helps a lot of students, and it's helped me stay in a groove and be able to get your work done and stay on top of stuff.
59, go.
Hey guys! Okay,
I don't know what to say.
No.
You go first. Oh my god. Okay, fine.
I have to think. Go. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh.